Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the home of the Golden Lions. I am Elise Wells-Kilbert, Interim Athletics Director here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Today, we are celebrating our long-standing partnership with Simmons Bank and its support of our athletics programs. To Mr. George Macris, Chairman and CEO of Simmons First National Corporation, Mr. Marty Castile, Chairman and CEO of Simmons Bank, Mr. Daniel Robinson, Simmons Pine Bluff Community President, Dr. Lawrence B. Alexander, UAPB Chancellor, UAPB Cabinet members, members of the Board of Visitors, faculty, staff, our coaches, student athletes, and students and alumni. Thank you for joining us for this momentous occasion. UAPB and Simmons Bank, that partnership sounds like a marriage made in heaven, because indeed it is. Nearly 2 decades ago, when UAPB needed a new venue to serve as home for the Golden Lion football stadium, Simmons Bank stepped to the plate to help that dream come true, and Golden Lion Stadium was constructed. Since that time, Simmons has served as the major sponsor of Golden Lions athletics, from our chief partner in the construction of the J. Thomas May Fieldhouse, to helping to underwrite salaries for our head football coach, to paying for championship rings for our football team, and to helping us increase scholarships for the football program. Not content with its past support, today Simmons Bank will take another giant leap in helping Golden Lions athletics become and remain a major force in the Southwestern Athletic Conference and in the NCAA overall. Chancellor Lawrence Alexander will provide more about today's major gift announcement.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is a great day in Golden Lion Nation. Kind of makes you want to roar. I'd like to thank A.D. Wells-Kilbert. I'm delighted to celebrate with you all today. Thank you all for being here. We would like to especially recognize the chairman of the Board of Trustees of the University of Arkansas System, Mr. Mark Waldrop, Trustee Morrill Harriman, and Trustee Stephen Broughton. We also would like to recognize the president of the University of Arkansas System, Dr. Donald Bobbitt. We also would like to recognize Governor Asa Hutchinson, who could not be here today with us and has again and again shown us support for this institution. And I would like to recognize a couple of representatives that he sent: Carlton Safa, Senior Advisor, Darrell Bassett, Director of the Arkansas Department of Workforce Services. And we'd like to thank you for being here. And speaking of support, we'd also like to acknowledge the presence of Major League Baseball All-Star and future Hall of Famer Torrey Hunter. The support of Torrey and Bill Jones of Sissy's Log Cabin have been anchors for our baseball program. This morning, UAPB, one of our historic state land-grant universities, and Simmons Bank, one of Arkansas's most important institutions, will strengthen our ties and commitment to helping our university and its athletic programs grow healthily, to ultimately give our student athletes the tools to be successful in athletics and academics. While UAPB is the primary recipient of the monetary gift from Simmons, and we can tell by the show of support today that this is a major win for the greater Pine Bluff community. Mr. George Macris, Chairman and CEO of Simmons First National Corporation, will come to the podium in just a moment to announce the gift. And of course, we will be pleased to accept it. We will accept it pending the approval of the University of Arkansas System Board of Trustees later this week. One of the things that Mr. Macris has shared that ultimately makes Simmons successful is its community banking philosophy, the values of giving back to the local community. Thank you, Mr. Macris, and the entire Simmons Bank team for seeing the value in our institution to this community, our region, and the state. Certainly no stranger to Pine Bluff and to UAPB, Mr. Macris is a former member of the UAPB Board of Visitors, in addition to serving many other organizations in various board capacities. Please help me welcome Mr. George Macris.
Well, thank you, Dr. Alexander, and good morning. I am George Macris, Chairman and CEO of Simmons First National Corporation. With me today are Marty Castile, Chairman and CEO of Simmons Bank, and Daniel Robinson, our Community President here in Pine Bluff. And I'd like to acknowledge Pat Anderson, who's in the audience today, who recently retired as our Pine Bluff Community President, but who has been very instrumental in the development of this opportunity. Pat, thank you. Simmons Bank has been proud to partner with UAPB to help students excel right here in our hometown for many, many years. And I'm especially honored to celebrate with you this morning on this occasion. It was here in Pine Bluff that Simmons Bank opened its doors 115 years ago, and this community has supported our successful journey since the very beginning. At Simmons, our mission is to help people realize their dreams. At UAPB, hardworking students chase their dreams every day. We're here to support them and committed to invest in their success. While UAPB focuses primarily on the academic success of its students, and Simmons has been and will continue to be a partner in those endeavors, athletics links the university to its past and its future. Student athletes are ambassadors for their institution. Youngsters aspire to be like them, and alumni pridefully follow their achievements. We're proud to help develop these fields of dreams. So today we're excited to announce that Simmons Bank will contribute $2.5 million to the UAPB athletic program, which will help fund enhancements to the football and baseball facilities that were started by others, and we're glad to participate. Tori, thank you very much for everything that you've done, particularly for the baseball program here at UAPB. Before the presentation of the gift, I want to share one of Simmons Bank culture cornerstones, Better Together, which is very fitting today. Better together means that success is best when it's shared. It means that when Simmons experiences unprecedented growth like we have recently, we're happy to share that success with the communities that have supported our growth. Ultimately, Better Together means that days like today are what it's all about. Thank you very much for the opportunity to participate, and now I'd like to ask Marty Castile to come to the podium.
Thank you, George. Dr. Alexander, would you please join me up here? And President Bobbitt and Board of Trustees. On behalf of the associates and the Board of Directors of Simmons Bank, it is our privilege to award this gift of $2.5 million to UAPB. Thank you.
Mr. Castile, Mr. Macris, and Simmons Bank, on behalf of the Golden Lion Nation, thank you for this most generous gift. I want to take a moment now to show you how UAPB will put this gift to use. Because of this donation, our football team will have a safe environment on which to practice and compete with the construction of state-of-the-art artificial turf. This turf will dazzle fans with our new UAPB athletics marks in the end zones and our beloved Golden Lion at the 50-yard line. Today, we also unveil what fans can expect this fall when they look up to see the score in all-new digital scoreboard. This scoreboard, rising above the northern end zone and visible from University Avenue. Both of these upgrades come at an opportune time for our football program under the leadership of our new head coach, Cedric Thomas. And all of this will take place at our great stadium, the home of the Golden Lions. Which will now be called Simmons Bank Field in recognition of this gift today. Lastly, the Golden Lions baseball team will see the completion of the construction of a facility at the Torrey Hunter Baseball Stadium, housing the press box and concessions and restrooms. That facility will be Simmons Bank Pavilion at Torrey Hunter Stadium. Simmons Bank, we say thank you again. Your gift to our university will enable our athletics department to put even more emphasis on student success. This donation will directly benefit our student athletes, assisting them in reaching and exceeding their athletic and academic performance goals. UAPB and the entire Golden Lion Nation already have plenty of Golden Lion pride. With these improvements, that can only increase. Our newest addition to our head coaching staff, Cedric Thomas, will have a few remarks, followed by our baseball head coach, Carlos James.
Thank you. Down. Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Alexander, Mr. Macris, Mr. Castile, Mr. Robinson. On behalf of the Golden Lion football team, we are thrilled about our new turf and new scoreboard. These upgrades will level the playing field as far as facility goes. We would now have one of the top facilities in the SWAC. But what we're especially excited about is recruitment. We expect student athletes who may overlook UAPB before will want to stay in the state of Arkansas and play at UAPB because now we have assets. The new turf will allow us to continue to practice even when it's a rainstorm. And the new scoreboard will increase overall atmosphere of the games. Our athletes will be able to look up and see themselves. on the screen before the games and after a play. These things will increase team morale. Simmons Bank, thank you once again. We're ready to get on our new field and have a great first season at the new Simmons Bank field. Thank you.
To Chancellor Alexander and AD Wells Kilbert, I'm Carlos James, the head baseball coach. It's an honor to be here this morning, and thank you, Simmons Bank, for this great gift. Any enhancement we can do is beneficial to our department. Completion of the Simmons Bank Pavilion allows us to have a press box and a concession stand. These improvements will also allow us to potentially host a SWAC tournament. That means additional revenue for UAPB and an economic boost for the city of Pine Bluff. As Coach Thomas stated, our facility will now be one of the tops in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. UAPB baseball is grateful for this gift, and thanks again, Simmons Bank. Ms. A.D. Wells.
Thank you, Coach James and Coach Thomas. This concludes our press conference and announcements. Thank you again to Simmons Bank, Mr. Macris, Mr. Castile, and Mr. Robinson. Please stay and enjoy lunch at the back of the room. And you are also invited to take a closer look at the renderings at the conclusion of the press conference during lunch. You are dismissed.